Today we're at Sweetwater Creek Park, and it's just absolutely a beautiful day. I have some pictures that I might share here, but we did do our engagement photos here. This park is known for having a cotton mill years and years ago that burned down. So I'm hoping that I can get a shot of the ruins today. But there's so much history here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And they're really good at marking everything out about their wildlife, all the different nature stuff. But it's really a very gorgeous, park, and especially at this time of the year, you can breathe, you can see all of the beautiful colors. I gotta get a shot of this, look. So, anyway. Sweetwater Creek State Park is 2,529 acres of beautiful forests, hiking trails, campsites, history, and much more. Hidden along one of the picturesque trails lies the ruins of a textile factory built back in 1846. It opened its doors for the first time in 1849 as the Sweetwater Manufacturing Company. The factory's primary textile was cotton, which was spun into yarns and cloth primarily by women during the Civil War. The cotton came from the warehouses in Atlanta and Marietta. The 5-story factory was powered via a 45,000 to 50,000 pound mill wheel spun by the creek's waters. And in 1861, the Confederate government entered into a contract with the mill to produce cloth for the Confederate Army. The following comes directly from their website. The factory was operated mostly by women during the war years, the majority of the men being off fighting the war. In 1863, a local militia called Alexander's Company was created to protect the factory and its goods from robbers desperate to obtain cloth. Their term of service ended on February 1, 1864. This unit never saw any war action. On July 2, 1864, Union Cavalry, the 1st and the 11th Kentucky Cavalry, under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Silas Adams, and the 14th Illinois Cavalry under Major Haviland Tompkins, arrived and occupied the town of New Manchester without firing a shot. On July 9, 1864, the factory buildings and company store were burned to the ground. The factory workers, men, women, and children were now prisoners charged with treason. They were taken to Marietta, where they were combined with the Roswell factory workers being detained at the Georgia Military Institute. These two groups were transported to Louisville, Kentucky by train. They were detained there until they signed an oath of allegiance to the United States, whereupon they were released to stay north of the Ohio River. Those that did not sign the oath were kept as prisoners of war until the war ended. When the Civil War ended, a few citizens returned to the area, but as there was no factory to provide work, they did not resettle on Sweetwater Creek. The woolen mills in Roswell were rebuilt after the war and attracted workers back to the area. That is why we now have a city of 88,000 at Roswell and a 2,589-acre Sweetwater Creek State Park at New Manchester. And this is why we give her the certain vaccines that we give her.
Is that good water, Bailey?
She's like, this is the best water I've ever tasted.
So natural.
There we are. I was trying to get it to focus. Okay, so I am about to start organizing my craft supplies because they have gotten out of control and decided to overtake my room. I've kind of let a lot of things slide recently because of the stuff for making all of our costumes and everything. So, yeah, this is one of the big things that I want to do because I think it'll get my room a little bit more organized. Because that's kind of where all my clutter is ending up right now, is it's all just crafting things and projects and stuff that just need to be done. So, yeah, I'm going to get started on that. I'm hoping this looks good because I don't have my tilt thing for my camera, so you're gonna have to bear with me today because I left it in the car and I'm not going out to get it right now. So okay, let's check this out. So I've kind of okay, so this is like old craft supplies over here. These are more recent craft supplies in this bin. And the secret is, I bought that bin years and years ago, this one more recently, and I thought this one was going to be that size. And I couldn't figure out why I was having so much issue getting it in and out from under the bed. And then one day I pulled that one out and I go, oh, it's a different size. Okay, that makes sense. These are some things I inherited, more or less. That's why there's also all these paper doilies. Paints and things. Like these tulle, like circles. Like that. Crochet stuff, fabric stuff. Needlepoint. Wool felting. So lots of things, and it's like I said, this is all assorted. These two are all assorted. So we're going to kind of have to open everything up and go through it. There's a feather rolling across there. Open everything up, go through it, and see what we've got. Okay, so my camera battery died, but I've basically gotten everything kind of organized at this point. I'll show you kind of where I'm at right now. So this whole bin is like, this is all moss. This is a bunch of pottery, like literally terracotta pots of various sizes. Paint. Kind of like bits and bobs, a little bit more of the naturally stuff over there. This is more of the natural kind of decor, some rocks. This has my stamps in it, clay, sculpting things, glue, and paintbrushes, more glue. So that's pretty well done. The problem that I'm running into is I wanted to try and get it down to 2 bins, and right now I'm struggling because I've got kind of an overflow, which is not terrible as long as I know what's in the overflow containers. But like here, I'm trying to get all of my yarn stuff and jewelry making, because I have a lot of jewelry making stuff over here too, lots of beads and stuff like that. And then this is all like needlepoint work, which I wouldn't mind this overflowing into here a little bit. That's fine, and I think that'll pretty well cover everything. But my main problem is I also still have that little bag right there, and it's got some other stuff in it that I don't know where I'm gonna put that yet. So we're getting there. I'm exhausted. I am so tired, and I've been fighting a headache all day long. So I just want y'all to know, if if you're ever trying to organize some stuff and you really don't feel up to it, I get it, because today is just not the day, but I want to get some things done so that, for my mind, for everything else, I just want to feel like I've accomplished something today. And that's kind of where I sit with that. And that's what makes it, because then I end up feeling better at the end of the day, because then I know I'm like, okay, I got a bunch of big things done, but at the same time, maybe I should have kind of rationed the big things throughout the week, because now I'm very, very tired. And I've eaten okay today, so I did have a salad for lunch, turkey salad, so that was good. And I've been drinking some water, so that was good. So, my head really hurts right now. So, I'm going to try and wrap this up and then stow it all away again and probably label everything. Yeah. Just left our new doctor's office. We needed a new primary care doctor, and I was a little nervous going, but we set it up for like first thing in the morning, so I was a little too tired to really process being nervous. And the new doctor's office that we went to is actually fantastic. It feels homey, it feels welcoming and warm, so you don't, I didn't get that kind of anxious, waiting in a cold doctor's sterile office kind of feel. It was clean, it was sterile, it was, whatever it needed to be, but it didn't feel I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Utilitarian? It felt cozy. They just know how to make it feel really welcoming. The people there were really lovely. The other patients were really sweet and open and chatting, which was nice. So that was great. I got really, really, really chatty on the phone with my husband a minute ago because I was so nervous. Since I am a new patient, I've had a few different issues as well that we wanted to check out, and they had to do blood work, and I don't like to get stuck, and yeah, so that was not my favorite thing. So I still have the bandage on my arm. And it hurt. I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't. So I guess I need to get my act together, because if I don't like being stuck, I need to get my sugar down, because I'm concerned. That's one of the things that they're testing me for. They're testing me to see if I have diabetes. They're testing my thyroid, different things. Just because of some different issues I've been having. But now I'm kind of finally coming down off of that nervous energy that I had. They also set me up for some imaging that I need to have done. Just some different things. Oh. I'm getting a little nervous. I keep passing a lot of cops, and the speed limit in this area keeps changing. So. But yeah, so they're wanting to check me for a bunch of different stuff at the doctor, which a lot of it's been needing to be done for a minute, so that's good. But I'm really glad. I really like the atmosphere, is what I was trying to say. I like the atmosphere. I like the interactions that we had. It was just a very positive place, very homey, welcoming, cozy. I like it. So that's good. I just haven't felt like I've had a doctor that's listened in about 2 years, because we went basically our primary care doctor retired back in 2020. And so we've been looking for a new doctor since, and we were trying to stay with the same practice because they had all of our records and stuff, but it's not, worth the frustration and the anxiety that comes with some of the, I only seem to be able to get in with one particular doctor there, and we definitely did not click. And it's not, I want to kind of lay a little foundation for that too, or a little backstory for that. It's not because he's not telling me what I want to hear. Actually, I want people to be honest with me, and I didn't feel like he was being honest with me in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. And my husband he had a different doctor there that was pretty okay, but we couldn't get in. It seemed like to see the same doctors. And I'm not in the medical industry, so I don't quite understand why, if I make an appointment, I can't see the same doctor repeatedly. Because I guess from a patient standpoint, it just feels like you're not able to build that relationship and understanding of the individual patient if you're not interacting with that same patient. Am I wrong? If you're a doctor, tell me, am I wrong? Is that not how it's supposed to go? You're going to learn that patient's behaviors, mannerisms. But anyway, I'm glad that we have our new doctor. I'm grateful. They were very lovely. So, yeah, we're going to see. I'm a little nervous about some of these test results, though, because I don't know. I'm kind of hoping it's one more than the other. Just to be honest with you. We'll find out in the next week or so. I don't know. I'm just afraid they're going to come back and say I'm diabetic. And that's what I'm concerned about. Because if it is, I might cry. No, I will cry. If I end up being diabetic, I'm going to cry. The main reason that I would be upset is because I've actively tried over the past couple of years to not be diagnosed with diabetes. So we'll see. I'm not going to read too much into it. I'm just going to kind of put it on the back burner for now. And let you guys know what happens. Why? I don't know. Is it your business? Not really. Am I making it your business? Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to try and get this video up today. It's going to be a lot of stuff. So yeah.